All right, hopefully this will be not too bad. So I've only got 2 books left that I've ordered. I've ordered a ton of books this month, really bad. I spent a lot of money this month. Like I know, like I've said, Zoe Dufour mentions often, she's like, oh, every time I buy a book, I always keep thinking it's educational. I'm like, I know, but I went, like I got some really good deals this month, and I also was a bit, well, monstrously self-indulgent. Anyways, so this book here I did show on Christmas Eve afternoon. It's, as you can see here, I don't know if you can see here, speeches related to the peace proposals 1916, 1917. You can get this free on online, but I like having an actual hard copy. It's one of those Amazon print on demand things. You know, practically no matter what book it comes in, yeah, you get it, it comes out as like an 8.5 by 11 or whatever. And it's always got this weird film feeling to the cover. But I also ended up getting a larger version of it. It doesn't have all of them, but it has a significant, like it doesn't have every single one of the ones that are in here. The bigger version, like for example, there's a Swiss reply to the German, to the Wilson note and so on and so forth. I don't think it's in this one, but I did get a much better, or it's got a lot more information than that one here. So this one's Peace Proposals and War Aims from December 1916 to 1918. Well, obviously, because it has the War Aims in it as well. So I've got that. Like I said, that's another Amazon thingamajig. Then I went off to the thrift store earlier last week, or midweek with Zoe Dufour. Did end up picking up some half decent ones, so I'm really happy, which is kind of good timing for what's coming up due to the fact that we're following, right now, well, it's December 29th, 1916, so we're just around the corner here for 1917, so this will be nice. Yeah, picked that up at the thrift store. They also had this one. Yeah, it's amazing that I keep snagging these Great War related books wherever I go. I'm really happy. So I got this one here. It's a honker. Wait until you see what I got though in the end. So this one, well, it's not Great War related, but indirectly it is. I mean, the fall of Napoleon and the Congress of Vienna certainly does start kicking things into high gear. And then they had one of those, yet again, those battlefield guide thingamajigs, and this one's Pozieres. I've got a bunch of these downstairs. So I've got that. And then they also had this one with Zoe Dufour. Was like, oh boy, this one looks half decent. From Baddeck to the Yalu, stories of Canada's airmen at war. There was it's over, I think, at least about 100 pages or so of for the Great War stuff, I do believe. Hold on here, I'll take a look. But I was like, okay, I can handle that. Like, as I was assuming it was going to be primarily, I think, yeah, see, the war widens, Battle of the Atlantic. I think it's when Britain stood alone. That won't be them then. Okay, there's the wars in between. So 73 pages. It's not bad. I can handle that. And, oh my gosh, that's an awesome shot. Maybe I should use that for a daily image. Look at that. That's a wicked shot. Kind of reminds me of the Red Baron magazine or folio game you can get that I have over there. I don't know who makes it. It just says air combat in the First World War. Oh, hold on. I'll show it to you. That's what it reminds me of, that picture there. To be honest with you. Hold on. I'll take it out of the plastic so it won't... Oh yeah, there's another book before I show you the one that'll at least made me lose my mind. Well, it's just I didn't realize that Amazon actually had, they had a Boxing Day sale on books. So I went, oh no. But it's, yeah, that picture there, like I said, that kind of reminded me of the one I was thinking about using for the daily image. If I can find it again, probably not. Oh, there it is, that was quick. Kind of. I mean, the planes are in the other way. I mean, you got the German one in the front there, but it's got that weird picture too. The cover, I always thought it was a bit odd that they've got like, you can see the wing breaking off. I just thought it was an interesting choice. Anyways, I got this one as well. I'm really into the peace proposal type stuff right now and so on and so forth. This is a real monster of a book. Termination of War and Treaties of Peace. It is a sweetheart, though, and a half. It's from the University of Michigan, and it's a two-parter, I do believe, or three-parter. There's just two parts. But anyways, yeah, so you can see here, Termination of War by mere withdrawal from hostilities, or by conquest and subjugation, and then it goes on to talking about treaties and so on and so forth in part 2, and I was like, just like, oh yes. Okay, and then I'll show you, and then here's one of the books that I got from I was like, oh, this is just for fun. From Amazon, they had it on sale. And of course, the SPAD 13 is my absolute all-time favorite plane in the Fokker. D7, as far as I knew, was a pretty, some people consider it one of the best combat planes of the Great War. Okay, so here we go. I've had these books, this 3-volume set on the radar for quite some time, but they've just been way out of my price range. Way out of my price range. It's the Cambridge History of the First World War. I now have all 3 volumes. I cannot begin to tell you how dense these books are. They are heavy. It is unbelievably heavy. So what ended up happening was, yeah, they were like monstrously cost prohibitive for me. Even though I have spent quite a bit of money, like, you know, like as some of you guys know, like the 2 books that are coming from Despot Infinitus Publishing there, one on the Austro-Hungarian river flotillas and the naval activities in the Adriatic. I think that came to $130 Canadian, and they're coming from Croatia. I just ordered them last week, so there you go. Now, Amazon had 2 of these 3 volumes for, I think, 50% off for the Boxing Day thing, and volume 3 was not, but it ended up coming out to, I was saved a significant amount of money going that way anyways, rather than buying, like, I think you could buy like the 3-volume set all in one go. I don't think it would be all in one big thing, but you get the idea. So I think the first, yeah, each volume obviously has got a theme. So first volume on this one is an account of the war's history, a military history. I just finished reading the intro for this. Oh, it looks, well, the first intro, there's 2 intros, an intro for all 3 volumes, and then an intro for volume 1. I just read the thing for, then volume 2 here is offers a history of the war from a predominantly political angle and concerns itself with the story of the state at war. It explores the multifaceted history of state power and highlights the ways in which the different political systems responded to and were deformed by the near unbearable pressures of war. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the intro here for the all 3-volume things was just wow. Talking about the 4 generations of Great War historians, you know, over time, and like the differences in perspective. I was like, wow. So yeah, like I said, this one's going to be as well. What to say? An international team of leading historians chart how a war made possible by globalization and imperial expansion unfolded into catastrophe, growing year by year in scale and destructive power far beyond what anyone had anticipated in 1914. And then volume 3 is, well, you can see there, the first one's called Global War, the second one's called The State, and this one's called Civil Society. Oh my God, they're just monstrously dense. It's unbelievably heavy. Like the bond pound paper they used for this is not exceptionally thick, maybe 24. Like I can read the text, you know, on the opposite side of the page kind of thing. But anyways, volume 3 of this one explores the social and cultural history of the war and considers the role of civil society throughout the conflict. That is to say, those institutions and practices outside the state through which the war effort was waged. Holy smokes. I just praying for a very long life. Very long life. I don't read very quickly, and I like, for these type of things, I'm going to read thoroughly, like cover to cover. You know, I'm sure that like for a lot of you guys, you know, some books you do not read cover to cover, and other ones you do. So that's it. yeah, I'm not. I don't do the resolution-y things, but I'll try to curtail my book purchasing. But it's difficult. I just get off on books so much. Anyways, hope you're having fun, and I'm off to read. See you later.